Welcome. My name is Wendy. I'm the state coordinator for National History Day in Utah. And in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the online judging process, which you'll be using to judge at our spring contests. The first step is to log into your judging account, which you should have already created. If you're judging for a single contest, you will go to the contest website, which is going to look something like this, and you'll log in here. If you have signed up to judge more than one contest, you could also go to the multi-contest access portal and sign in there and then enter the contest from this list, from the gray button. We are going to use this website to do our demo today. So I'm going to begin by logging in. The button is at the top right of the screen. And I use the username and password that I set up for my judging account during my judge registration. The system will bring you to the Judges tab. Remember that on the Judges tab, you'll find all of the materials that you need to help you with judging. There are printables and training videos, and I suggest that you print out the materials that you'll need so you can have them easily at hand while you're working on your projects. Now to begin judging, you'll come to this top menu bar, you'll pull down the judging tab and you'll enter the judge portal. This is going to bring you to your judging page. As Judge 1, I'm assigned to be the team captain for senior group performances heat number 1. And so at the top of the page, I see the contact information for all of the judges that are on this judging team. And I also see this button, which will open a video conference that you can use to hold your meetings. And we ask that as soon as judging opens for your contest, that you get in touch with the other judges and you make a plan and you set up a day and a time that you're going to meet, but then you can come back here and use this video conferencing app to have your meeting. It's not required that you use the app, it's just really convenient. And you can also access this if you just use a phone. Okay, let's come down and look at the projects. You will see the projects you've been assigned in the judging assignments area. And if you happen to be judging more than one heat, each heat will appear under its own tab in this area. So let's look at the projects we have in senior group performance. Heat 1. I've just put 2 projects in here as an example. The first project is entry number 25001. The title is Where's Perry? This year, since we aren't scheduling interviews or judging times, you can just ignore the times that appear here. That's just not relevant for our virtual contests. And then the second entry is entry number 2502. It's titled The Fireside Girls. And all of the entries that you're judging will be appearing on this list. To view and evaluate the entry, you click on this blue button, and that takes you to the entry page. And you want to start at the top where the links are to access the project. For performances and documentaries, you'll see 2 links up here. The written materials link will take you to the process paper and bibliography. And this link will take you to a video of the performance or documentary. If you're judging exhibits or papers, you'll have a link here that takes you to the project, which will be all compiled in a single PDF file. And if you're judging websites, the link up here will take you to the project website. Okay, after you have spent time reviewing the written materials and viewing the project itself, then you can come back to this page and come down and start filling out the judging rubric. These radio buttons, you can move them around. Make sure that you are filling out the buttons in the same way across your judging team so that they're consistent and they don't confuse the students. That's why we want you to meet and work together. And I want you to know something about the rules compliance section. Let's say this performance was too long. It was 15 minutes long. And so you need to make a note to the students that this rule was not met. Any rule that you check no, you have to provide an explanation to the kids, okay? Then you'll come further down in the judging form to the comment fields. The first two comment fields will go back to the students as part of their judging feedback. And so you do need to use both the strengths and areas for improvement field and the general comments field. And the system will require you to type at least 300 characters into each comment field. And I would ask that you follow our Oreo cookie comment recipe, starting with 2 or more strengths, then providing 2 or more suggestions, and then finishing up with positives. And just distribute your comments between these 2 fields so that you can meet that 300 character minimum. The personal notes field, students don't see these. These are your notes for yourself. At the very bottom of this page are 2 save buttons. You want to use the dark blue one to save as you go, to save your radio buttons and your comments as you work. And you use that and you can continue to go back and edit them. The light blue button is going to submit your comments. Oh, see, I'm being flagged. I don't have enough comments in my field. So before I can submit comments up to the team captain, we have to make sure that we have met the requirements for characters in these fields. But meanwhile, you can save as you go. All right. So you'll work through each project just in this very simple way. You go into one judging form, you have links to view each project, and then you complete that judging form from that same page. And then I just like to keep my tabs open so I can easily go back to my project list. Now, if you are the team captain, you have some extra responsibilities that are administrative. You need to keep track of the progress of your judging team, and then you're responsible for submitting your final rankings and final comments up to the contest coordinator. Now, this submit ranking button will not activate until all of your judges' comment forms are shown finished over here. Okay, and so every judge on the team needs to be aware that they have to be finished with all of their comments and forms before your team can submit rankings and close the judging room. But that's basically it. It's very straightforward as you start to work through it. And if you have any questions at all as you're working, please reach out to your contest coordinator. We'd be happy to help you. Thanks so much and happy judging.